I don't know, man. The prodigal son has returned. We got to get the integrity back in boxing. Teofimo reports that he's still sick, reports that he's not sick. What is the deal? ESPN reporter on national TV says Teofimo was free of the Rona on the Lomachenko fight. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys, I invite you guys to hit the like button. Let's get into it. Now, I gotta get you. I made a video. You guys see it on the screen over 5 hours ago, right? Over 5 hours ago. It says, busted Teofimo Lopez on vacation in Italy. Is he sick or not? Confirmed by ESPN Live. What about the C-19? Obviously, the Rona, the pandemic. Now, in case you missed that video, I would suggest you go watch that video, come back to this video. Teofimo was supposed to fight George Kambosos. It was thought to be on ESPN. Teofimo said he wanted more money. They end up doing a purse bid, and the fight was purchased for $6 million plus. And people thought that was a hefty amount for a fight like that. And Teofimo was fighting Kambosos on the Triller network, right? You guys see the backdrops. They had to move the date after Teofimo's dad said they were going to sell 2 million plus pay-per-views for a fight like this. And they were billing it as undisputed, but they moved for Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. Teofimo's dad was like, oh, we got J-Lo and it's about to go down. My son's a superstar, blah, blah, blah. Then out of nowhere, after all these previews and the J-Los and $2 million fight predictions and having an undercard and everything, Teofimo says, sorry, by now you guys heard the news. I'm choosing to pull out of the fight. This is Tuesday before he is scheduled to fight. Also, Jamal Charlo fought that night. So just to put you in the mind frame, it's the night that Jamal Charlo fought against Montiel, which was a great fight on Showtime. Teofimo that Tuesday pulled out. He says that he's forced to withdraw, or he's choosing to withdraw because he has the Rona. Now, I made the video because there was information on the Lomachenko Nakatani telecast, the broadcast on national TV. ESPN has 90 million plus built-in subscribers. They said Teofimo was recovered. But earlier that day, which I discussed in this video, go check that video and come back here. Reporters were saying that Teofimo was sick. So I'm like, why did ESPN say he's on vacation with his pregnant, expecting wife in Italy, right? I did this video again 5 hours ago. Now we're caught up to today. 5 hours ago. All of a sudden, boom, top stories 1 hour ago. Oh, they going against the Dawn. Top stories. Teofimo Lopez still, quote, very sick with the Rona. Damage control. So I do a video 5-6 hours ago showing the conflicting information. Keep in mind, I did this video on Monday and I just put it out because there was other news and I just put it out. You know, I actually forgot I hadn't put it out yet. So the Lomachenko Nakatani fight happened on Saturday, right? The same night as Gervonta Davis when he beat Mario Barrios. I've been sitting on this video because I forgot to upload it. And I remember, oh, I got to upload this still. 5 hours ago, now all of a sudden, there's an article on DAZN and it says he's back sick, right? Teofimo Lopez still, quote, very sick with the coronavirus, right? Chris Mannix of DAZN believes the unified lightweight champion is some distance from returning to training. So keep in mind, I just did a video and we'll get to that in a second. It says Teofimo Lopez has yet to recover from the Rona-19 infection and in some way returning to full training, according to Chris Mannix. The 23-year-old American was preparing to defend against George Kambosos, as I just stated, but the event was postponed. You guys see this when he returned a positive Rona test. Speaking on jabs as part of the DAZN boxing show, Mannix says, I've been told by people close to the Lopez situation that he is still very sick and he is dealing with the effects of the Rona 19. So whenever he actually gets over it, he's probably going to need a month and a half, 2 months of training camp just to get back into shape. All right. So this is what they're saying on DAZN and Chris Mannix, right? But again, I just did the video. I don't do videos just to like pull stuff out of my butt. You know what I mean? So this is what came out after I had already put out what I put out. People have kind of pinpointed September 11th as Lopez Kambosos, the reschedule, but don't count on it. Mannix suggested that Lomachenko may have to wait for a potential rematch. If I'm Lomachenko, I don't want to kind of sit back and wait for Lopez, blah, blah, blah. So you guys, I'll put the link in the description. So this is a major conflicting storyline where some people are saying that he's sick, but ESPN told you something totally different. Damage control. Let's get it. Now, once again, I don't just make up videos and decide the topics. The stories create themselves. Roll the clip.
It has to happen immediately after the George Kambosos mandatory fight for Teofimo Lopez. That fight was postponed due to a positive COVID test for Teofimo Lopez. It's still in the air whether it'll be in August or September. But the news here is that the Lopez camp is willing to grant Vasiliy Lomachenko a rematch, especially after this spectacular performance that we got from him tonight. The news on Teofimo is that right now he is in Italy on vacation with his wife Cynthia. But once he returns, he'll start camp once again because he's fully healthy after now testing negative for COVID-19, Joe.
Now testing negative for COVID. Wow. So you guys tell me what's up. People close to the situation, which again, if you go back to my initial video, split team management, you guys got to watch that video first and come back here. Split team management, David McWater, the manager of Teofimo, said he was sick. Then why did ESPN reporter say he's vacationing in Italy in front of 90 million plus people? Or I don't think the Lomachenko Nakatani numbers have come back, but however many people from their built-in audience, which they have a lot of built-in audience, how come they said that on ESPN, an ESPN reporter? Like, that seems like such a far-fetched storyline to just make that up. Like, you could have said anywhere. How did you land? Why didn't you say Sacramento, California, the Bermuda Triangle? Where did you get Italy from? So somebody spilled some type of beans, and it looks like Ego Stradamus strikes again. When I did this video, the initial video, talking about Teofimo, and I said something was fishy about it. And if you watch the telecast, the Nakatani Lomachenko, Teofimo Sr. was there, right? He was there, and he's like, oh, my son's good, and blah, blah, blah. And then they went to like a commercial break and started advertising Wilder Fury. You can go to Top Rank's YouTube, and you'll see this video. And as soon as he started talking about his son, it's like they shut him up. Go look at the video on Top Rank YouTube if you don't know what I'm talking about. So it sounds like somebody is being deceitful. Where did this whole story of Italy come from? How does Teofimo have a pregnant wife and he's around her with the Rona? How do you travel to Italy, which had an abundance and a lot of vid cases, the vid-19 cases in Italy? They had more cases in Italy than they did in the UK, right? So why would you vacation in Italy with this going on if you have asthma, like they frequently documented for Teofimo Lopez, and you have the Rona and you just got better? You know what I mean? How did you get better in 2 weeks' time? So many questions. Again, you have a pregnant wife and you're around her. You're not quarantining. You're in Italy. You have asthma. How do you even travel abroad without like having to quarantine, right? My sister's going to Hawaii, right? My sister's going to Hawaii. They said if you don't have a vaccination card, which they said Teofimo hadn't done, right? They said he hadn't got vaccinated. Bob Arum has done interviews and he said that's Teofimo's bad. He should have got vaccinated. Teofimo has an interview you can find on YouTube where he says he wasn't vaccinated. So he says, thank you for the prayers a week ago. How did you beat Rona if you tested positive in a week? Explain how that happens. And you see DAZN, they saying get well soon, and they writing articles saying he's still very sick. So somebody got to be lying, you know. I just let you listen to everything. And then conveniently, you amended your deal with Top Rank, and you see Bob Arum on the telecast, Lomachenko Nakatani, and he says Arum sees nothing stopping Teofimo Lomachenko rematch if Lopez handles business against KAMBOSOS. So they've already kind of scheduled a pay-per-view with Teofimo and Lomachenko, a guy that Teofimo said he would never fight again because he's a crybaby and was making shoulder excuses. This situation looks terrible, and it looks like damage control. I made this video, which I was sitting on, and then now all of a sudden it's back to reports after my video at 3:34. My video was up 6 hours ago, and now there's reports saying he's sick again. But then where did ESPN? Somebody needs to ask. This is the reporter. Somebody needs to ask where he got the information that Teofimo was better in Italy. Somebody must have said something. This is a bad look, people. And Teofimo, a lot of people wanted to see him fight Devin Haney, and Bob Arum did an interview stating that it can't happen because Teofimo, he can't wait, and they got to get the ball rolling. But then a Lomachenko fight can happen, and they're talking about the rematch. And again, it's just so many inconsistencies. This story is Swiss cheese. This story is Swiss cheese. You can say whatever you want. This story is Swiss cheese. I think I've made my point. You guys let me know in the comments section. I invite you to like this video, share the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. Stop playing with me.